What is up, guys? No fancy intro today. You guys had me rolling. Apparently YouTube wasn't a fan of that introduction though. They gave me all kinds of copyright. All kinds. Hodge twinge. It wasn't a strike, but I guess the 28 seconds. One of my Discord members made that video for me, and I thought it'd be funny. It actually pumped me up too. I watched it as many times as some of you watched it. I saw a lot of you guys were laughing. I was hysterical laughing, and I'm gonna try to hire someone to make that again and change it around so there's no copyright, because that intro was pretty funny. Some of you guys are worried about some of your picks, some of your crypto. You're like, John, this one's flat, this one sucks, this one's good, this one's horrible. Right now the focus is all on Bitcoin. The halving just took place, the ETF's out. We're seeing some, everyone's talking about crypto now. You're seeing the YouTubers come out, and everything is focused on Bitcoin. The spotlight is on Bitcoin. So naturally, people are buying Bitcoin. Even your retail investors who put $100 in the market, they're buying Bitcoin. Because Bitcoin, it's just the most trusted, adopted, safe, risk-averse crypto there is. People that don't know crypto know Bitcoin. Even in stocks. Like when I was in stocks, I knew Bitcoin. Okay, so Bitcoin's well-known everywhere. Even a whole country, El Salvador, is using Bitcoin. So you're not going to change that. I feel like some of you just got to chill. That's why I put that intro in my last video, because I wanted to pump you guys up. Some guy said he literally bought Florida because of that intro, pumping him up. I was actually laughing at his comment specifically. But listen, it's okay, man, or girl, if you're a girl watching, just relax. Try to work. Increase your income, okay? I'm actually going through my stuff tomorrow, or at some point during this week. I'm going to give a lot of my, clothes away that I don't wear anymore to charity. I'm going to give away some sneakers and, stuff I don't need. But I also want to, if someone wants to buy some stuff off me, I'll probably sell it too. We'll see if I use eBay, Amazon, whatever. But the more you sacrifice, the less you have, the more you have, actually. Delayed gratification, you refrain from trying to go on 100 vacations, becoming a travel vlogger. You're going out to eat all the time. Your spouse or your girlfriend or boyfriend, you tell them, hey, maybe we go out once a week, and then the second we'll do a home date, something like that, where you're just not always printing money. Okay, you want to do this after the cycle. And I'm not saying a strip club, I'm just saying, like, you want to buy that Rolex, you want to go on that vacation, you want to buy that Lambo, you want to buy that house, you want to retire your kids, retire yourself, retire your spouse, retire your parents, like me, like I want to do, then all this matters right now in the moment. Okay, what you do right now, specifically in this moment, will dictate how much progress you're making or will make this bull cycle. I think personally, we still have at least a year. And I highly encourage you, if you haven't joined already, to join my Patreon and Discord. And if possible, do the annual fee. That way you pay once for the year. You're in the group for the majority of the cycle. You don't have to worry about your credit card canceling, missing some buy alerts, sell alerts. You can be a part of my private live streams, Q&As. You can talk to me, talk to members, especially like over 20 already have made 6 to 7 figures. I'll put a link in the pinned comments down below if you're interested. But now more than ever, it's important to surround yourself, whether it's in my group or just people in your everyday life, around people that are going to elevate you, push you. Because if you're around people all the time, they're like saying, hey man, why are you buying crypto? It sucks, it's going to zero. Like you're a freaking zero. If they start talking to you all wild like that, first of all, they're not your friend. Scrap them to the curb, rug that friendship. But secondly, if you're around people or situations all day that drains your energy, drains your joy, drains your excitement, drains your motivation, you're going to have to work a way around that. And I'm not saying you got to fight everybody. Be a boxer like, what was it, Ryan Garcia last night. Some of you guys were talking about that fight. I saw the highlights. Amazing fight. You don't have to defend yourself and start, chirping at your family and friends and relatives and cause a bunch of turmoil. All I'm saying is just focus on what you can control. You and your decisions. Have an outlet when you can, de-stress when possible. If you got to go to the gym, if you got to listen to music, if you got to read a book, if you got to play some sports, whatever de-stressing means to you, make sure you take advantage of that, because it will pay off this bull cycle, not just in profits, but also your mental strength when you realize everything you're sacrificing today is going to reward you 10 times or more this cycle. If you're going back to the intro now, imagine how I would feel, or you would feel in that moment at the end of this cycle. You know, bobbing and weaving, you're enjoying yourself, all those people in the crowd is your family and friends, or in some cases maybe it's, you know, some of your girlfriends, some of your boyfriends. You want to have a whole lineup. Not supporting that, just, you know, just pretty much joking here, but imagine that feeling, right? You at the top of the world next year. Like, that's why for me, delay gratification, sacrifice, it's a no-brainer, because I think about the eyes on the prize, right? Again, this is something only you can justify in your own head. If you can sacrifice, you know, these weeks to come, or the months to come, or even this year, I'm not saying you got to be a hermit living in your basement doing nothing. I'm just saying, if you can refrain from spending all your money, draining all your energy, and being more productive, more specific to whatever is going to help you make money in this cycle, do that, which is probably researching and reevaluating your portfolio, versus like things that won't help, like constantly drinking, you know, just being around toxic people, a toxic job, you know, something that doesn't really help you. In that case, you're gonna have to work around it, right? Or scrap what doesn't work and figure out what does work. I'm literally telling you guys things I did, and in some cases, if you can't, you know, work around something, just tread the water, just you know, tough it through. Just keep doing it. Be consistent, and eventually good days will come ahead. More money will come ahead. I'll tell you this, when I was living check to check for, you know, a long time, and I was working double shifts, and I was in school, not to mention in a relationship, and my friends wanted to hang out, and I couldn't travel. And when I tell you how stressed I was initially, until I started taking care of myself, eating healthier, going to the gym, I wasn't spending so much time with my friends as I usually was, going out, you know, getting drunk and going to clubs and stuff. I wasn't traveling all the time with my ex at the time. She was going on vacations. Like, when I started becoming more of myself and what I felt was necessary to do what I wanted to do, which ultimately was financial freedom, and to be in a position now to help my family, help myself, and, you know, have goals. When I started figuring out what was working and what wasn't working, and I started applying it, that's when my gains amplified. Now I'm trying to amplify my fitness gains, get in better shape. I did cardio today. You'd be surprised how much of your life, you know, advice, how much of your life choices impact your investing. If you're naturally a crazy, high emotional driven person in life, you're probably an emotional investor. If you're a high risk gambler in real life, you're always all or nothing, you're probably into meme coins or all low caps, right? So you have to fix these bad habits you probably have or are probably making and replace them. Now, this is not easy, but again, this will help you exponentially, not just this cycle, but for years to come. Like in my group, if you ever join, I teach everyone there skill sets that will help them in other facets of life, but most importantly, for a long time, not just one cycle, not just 1 year. That's why when I told you I had like 20 or so people reach 6 to 7 figures before the Bitcoin halving even took place, they're all go-getters. They're all like their own person, alphas, if you want to call them that. And I even had people who follow me on YouTube who told me on Twitter, hey, I'm not in your group, but I've been killing it, making a ton of money. And I'm always happy for that, because that's something I really practice and teach, especially from the mindset standpoint of things, is how to be the best version of yourself and make the most amount of money. So when you come back next cycle, you know exactly what to do to make even more money. Or if you want to apply that logic and say, you know what, I made a lot of money, let's go get in shape now. Let's go get that promotion on my job. Let's go get that girl I always wanted to talk to and was too shy. Or in your case, if you're a girl, that guy. You know, so you'd be surprised, right? Anything you do today, think about it from this point of view, right? If it doesn't help you get from point A to point B faster, don't do it. Scrap it and then just write it out, okay? Look at ways you can do to save money, to make more money. If you gotta hustle, by all means do it. Sacrifice is the name of the game. If you wanna be at the top of anything, you're always sacrificing something. You're always trading off something for something else. Everything is a trade-off, even your investments. Risk to reward, a trade-off. You wanna go high risk for a high reward, you're gonna have one or the other. If you wanna go for a low risk asset, you're probably gonna have low reward. Okay, so The good things worth having in life are going to be very hard to attain. Hence why they're so lucrative to begin with. Very few whales in the market, very few people rich in everyday life. Very few people traveling all the time. Very few people going to the movies on a Wednesday morning or a Tuesday morning. Take it from me. My choices, my decisions the last 3 years were not easy. But I had the mentality at the time, like I do now, to do whatever it takes. And that is my biggest piece of advice to you. Sometimes we have to have talks like this, you know, and like today, I wanted to hype some of you up with the intro from the last video, and you guys were laughing, and some of you were like, hell yeah, John, let's bring that vibe out here. So if I can motivate just one of you, help you change your mind a little bit, help you move more towards from A to B, I am doing my job as an influencer. I'm literally not just here to help you make money with crypto, but to help you become the best version of yourself and ultimately successful, confident, financially free, and happy. But anyways, now I want to hear from you. What has been your biggest sacrifice to date so far since you started investing in crypto? And what is your ultimate goal for this cycle? Drop your comment down below and let me know. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like. Really helps so much. That being said, I hope you have a great day, and I'll see you in the next one.